One of the great things about PowerPoint and its alternatives is that it allows students to show not only the final product of their creative process, but the process itself. So what we have here is a presentation by one of my students who was investigating renewable energy on a small scale. And as you'll see in a second, he was attempting to build a device, some kind of renewable energy device that would allow him to power his dorm room. So first he walks us through the beginnings of his process, the collecting information stage, some of the background information he learned, and different types of renewable energy, how are they being used, gives us some random facts he liked, and again, more background information. So he went through a case study, and now he focuses on what did he do. So said he's trying to bring small-scale renewable energy to everyday people, mainly teens. So what he did was he tried to power the electronics in his dorm room. So he had his video games, his laptop, his speakers, his cell phone. And so his original plan was to plug everything into his power strip and then power it with solar energy. And he ended up actually using both solar and wind energy. So first he used a meter to figure out how much energy he needed. And then, so up top here we have his energy consumption, and then the solar energy produced and the wind energy produced. And he walks us through his math and shows that in fact he needed 27 watts of electricity, he could only produce 2.5. And this was a big failure. However, he tried again and said, alright, if that doesn't work, it's too expensive to get that many solar panels. He went through plan B. And he said, well, what if I just use my cell phone charger? So he was able to track how much energy just his cell phone used, figured out how many watts that works out to be, and concluded that in fact he could, just using his little wind and solar devices, power his cell phone. So in that case, his failure was still part of his project and allows presenting the process as well as the final product allows students to get credit for that process, to be rewarded, and potentially encourages students to take risks and to fail, because failure, as we know, is quite a bit of the learning process. Thomas Edison is famous for saying, I have not failed 10,000 times, I have found 10,000 ways that don't yet work.